am back. I think the last time you guys saw me was when I was doing my Love Island reviews, but obviously since there's no Love Island this year because of COVID-19, I can't make any more of those reviews until hopefully maybe next year. So I've been so sad and everything about it. COVID-19 has literally ruined my university experience, which I might talk about in my next video, but I will make a poll maybe there, so vote if you would like a pandemic / university experience and how I've managed to basically handle that situation. So this has been a highly requested video. A lot of people have been commenting on this post that I've made maybe 2 or 3 years ago when I was in sixth form, and yeah, so I'm bringing this video back to you guys, this time with new things, new advices onto how to get 3 distinction stars in your Btec course. So stay tuned. So you might be wondering, what is this black thing here? Why is it moving? Why does it have legs? That's my cat Lunar. I would show you him to the camera, but I don't know, like right now, actually he's nice, but he will move, you guys will see him more, but that's my cat Lunar. And so yeah, as you guys may know, the Btec course has completely changed since I have basically got my 3 distinction stars in extended applied sciences. That was like 3 years ago, and your girl has already graduated university, and I got a 2-1, I can't even do it, 2-1 in biomedical sciences in Oxford University. So I've completely graduated, and right now I'm just enjoying my life as a graduate. I think when I made that video, something is gonna be around here, that was 3 years ago, and I was just talking about how to sort of get 3 distinction stars. I think when I made that video, I was still on the roll of doing my Btec course. However, I already knew what grade I was gonna get, based on my predicted grades and all that kind of stuff, which is a good thing about Btec. So a lot of the things people have asked me on Instagram, on the YouTube video itself, and anything else on other social media platforms is, how does the grading system work in Btec? So a lot of people have been asking in the comments and in my other social media platforms. Make sure you follow me on my social media platforms. I'll link them down on the screen here so you can follow me. So follow me, you know, follow me, and you might as well subscribe. You know, press the subscribe button and then press the little bell ting, so then you know when I'm posting a video. So you know, just do that. Takes 2 seconds. I'll wait. Good. Did you do it? Good. A lot of the people in the comments have been asking me, how does the grading system work? How do I get 3 distinction stars in this course, in that course, because obviously there's so many Btec courses. I done extended applied sciences. So yeah, so I just want to talk about that through really quickly so everyone can understand how it goes. So yeah, and make sure, you know, before you continue watching this video, you watch the first one that I made 3 years ago. You understand? Because it's still good. You know, the advices are still good there. You can still use it and all that kind of stuff. And if you're an A-level student and you don't do Btec, you know, you can still use the advice, because you can even use these things that I'm saying now when you actually go to university, or if you're planning to do apprenticeship, or if you're just going straight to work, which is also another beneficial fact about Btec. So how the grade system works. So let's say you've done a course, let's say business, Btec level 3 business. So you have a unit called Unit 1, and in Unit 1 there is about 10 assignments. So 10 different assignments in Unit 1. Normally in Btec there are going to be loads of different units depending on what type of Btec do you do. If you do sub Btec, national Btec, or extended Btec. So if you do sub Btec, it will only give you 1 grade. If you do national Btec, it will give you 2 grades, and if you do extended Btec, it will give you 3 grades. So equivalent to like you doing 3 A levels. So let's say you've done a sub level 3 Btec in business. So in one of the modules in that Btec course is a unit called Unit 1. So in Unit 1 there are, let's say, random number, 10 assignments. So for you to be able to get a distinction star in Btec level 3 is in unit 1, all of those 10 assignments, you need to get all of them, not all of them, but let's say out of the 10, you need to get maybe 7 of them Btec, 7 of them distinction at distinction grade, and then maybe 3 of them you get them at merit. So with that, overall in unit 1, it will give you a distinction. So then you move on and you do unit 2. Unit 2 might have 5 assignments, and with that, out of the 5, maybe 3 of them you get them at distinction, and then 2 of them you get them at a merit, 2 merits. So with that, overall for unit 2, you will get a distinction. So if you continue doing that with all of your other modules, so you get a lot more distinctions in your assignments and a few merits. You can also have a pass, but make sure you don't have a lot of passes. Make sure you have a lot more distinctions, then a few merits, and maybe one of the assignments you get a pass. So then in total for that unit, you'll get a distinction. So once you get it to that level, you can also have a module, let's say module 3, unit 3. Sorry, I keep saying module because of university, but let's say unit 3, you moved up, you got a distinction in unit 1, you got a distinction in unit 2, and then you move on to unit 3. Let's say unit 3, you got 5 assignments, and then 4 of them are actually merit, and 1 of them are distinction. That's not a problem. Let's say, let's say 4 of them are merits and 1 of them is a pass. That's not a problem either. Overall, that might just give you maybe a merit in that unit 3, and that's fine. So if in total, all of your modules that I mentioned, unit 1 you got a distinction, unit 2 you got a distinction, and unit 3 you got a merit, altogether that should give you a distinction star for sub Btec level 3 business. That's how it works.
Hey guys, just a disclaimer, I'm not a teacher nor am I a professional with this whole Btec thing, so I highly do suggest you do ask your teachers, as these are just examples.
If there are Btec business students out there, that's not how it goes, but I'm just giving you guys an example of how the system works. So let's move on to advices. How to get the triple distinction stars in your course. Obviously from my last video, like I said, just check it over here, I said that, you know, all of the types of advices, and yeah, but since I've been going to university and all that kind of stuff, I've sort of implemented some of the stuff I've done in my uni that you could actually do when you're studying Btec. So get your little favorite drink. My favorite drink is Schlar, and you know, pour it into your favorite little cup, and here are for the advices. So open it up. Oops, kind of spilled on my hand, but you know. And allow Auntie Sophie to give you the advice you need to get a good grade. Don't worry, it's halal. Anyway, so let's get straight to it. So number one thing that I feel like has been so important for me during this time I was doing my university course is the use of Grammarly. So what Grammarly is, by the way, this is not a sponsored video, like I'm just talking about these things because, you know, why not? So what Grammarly is basically like a little thing that you can download onto your Word, Microsoft Word, and what it does, it can be able to help with your grammar, punctuation, insert different words. So let's say you've been using a certain word a lot, it will then start telling you you've been using this word like 8 times, 10 times, maybe use this word, so it will suggest you a different word. And it also does spelling corrections and all that kind of stuff. It does all of that for you. So what I highly suggest is you definitely get Grammarly when you do your Btec course. I felt like one thing that I struggled the most when it came to doing my Btec course was definitely when it came to like grammar, spellings, punctuation. Even though like they're easy stuff to correct, sometimes it was a little bit difficult, especially if you're reading your own work over and over and over again. You tend to not see the mistake. Although yes, Microsoft Word itself has inbuilt like grammar checks, punctuation checks, all that kind of stuff, Grammarly is still better. I feel like with the Microsoft Word, it doesn't actually help you a lot and all that kind of stuff. It sort of like gives you like a little bit here and there, but not a lot. Although yes, I understand Grammarly is, you do have to pay. Yes, that's true. However, don't worry, I got you there. There is Grammarly, a free version of that, so you don't actually have to pay. However, it will tell you, oh yeah, premium, However, the free one works as good as the premium one, so I don't really think you need to get a premium. Just get the free version and that should be it. The second point I would like to say and stress enough is, do try to work in a group. Yes, with Btec, when you get the assignments, you can technically work by yourself and you can technically just use the resources online or books. However, I do suggest that people should work in a group. When you work in a group, you tend to get different ideas from different people. Let's say your teacher, let's say you do a Btec course in history and your teacher is there saying, okay guys, I want you to write the history of England, something like that. Although you can be like, oh, that's easy, I can just get any history book and I can just use Google basically. I highly suggest you work in a group. When you work in a group, you get different ideas. You get so many ways of writing your assignments in different formats and in different ways. Obviously, do not, I repeat, do not copy your work. Do not copy anyone's work. Like, your teachers are not stupid. They will just know that you've copied it from someone or somewhere. So do not copy people's work. What I'm just saying is, if you work as a group and get ideas from different people, that can help you easily know how to structure your assignment and how to structure it in a way where it makes sense when your teacher is marking your piece of work. Tip 3, which is also what I said in my other video, which was to get a planner when you're doing your work assignments. I highly suggest that you should work on your time management. Btec, because majority of Btec is basically coursework. I know now that they changed Btec, like from when I did it, there was no exams. But I know that now some of the Btec courses are now implementing exams. But do work on your time management. Like, maybe ask A-level students around you and be like, hey, how do you work on your time management? How do you study and then make revision notes at the same time? Because when you work on your time management, it will be so much easier for you, believe me. One thing I highly suggest is, yes, get a planner. Any planner, it doesn't matter. If you don't like the one that gets provided to you in your school, then just buy one. Like, literally, I never used to use the ones that got provided in school, although that's the one my school would always tell me, where's the other planner, because they wouldn't sign my regular planner. But do definitely get one. Like this, I got this in Amazon and it was only what, like £4, and it's really, really good. I highly suggest getting a planner. Write down the assignments you need to do, write down the dates. Also, you can also set a reminder on your phone on when your exams are. I highly suggest you guys use Google Calendar, because you can download Google Calendar on your phone, and if you go on your computer and you sign in on your Google account and use the Google Calendar, all you have to do is just type in the assignment dates, what you need to do. If you do any extra curriculum activities, you can also put that down, all that kind of stuff, and it will all be in sync on your phone. So if you're not on your computer, on your phone, it will notify you when you have that assignment due, when do you need to go to these type of activities, if you do sports activities as well. So it will tell you all of that. So wherever you go, if you're using your laptop, if you're not using your laptop, if you're using your phone, you will always get a reminder. And plus, if you have a Google Home, brilliant, your Google Home will always remind you when you have an assignment due in. So I highly suggest you guys get like Google Calendar, best thing ever, and it will change, literally it will change the way you work. So tip 3, which is the same what I said on my previous tip about time management. I highly suggest you guys use a website called Tomato Timer. So what this is basically a timer that you normally set on your laptop, if you are using your laptop, and that timer will basically, you can time it any time. You can time it for 10 minutes, you can time it for whatever, 1 hour. So what it does is basically, it will time you for, let's say you say, oh, I want to work for 1 hour. So you set the timer for 1 hour. After that 1 hour is up, it will then give you, the timer will automatically set itself for a 10-minute break. You can change the breaks, of course. If I was doing 1 hour work, I would give myself at least 20 minutes break. So you can change the times of the breaks. That one is also good when it comes to time management, and with that it will kind of give you a little bit pressure to, you know, just to do your work a little bit quicker and do not procrastinate, and it will make you feel like, okay, I'm going to focus and do the work. So I highly suggest you guys use Tomato Timer. Again, I'll put all of the links that I've suggested in the description box down below, so you guys can have a look at them and see if they work for you. Another tip, which is tip 4, is always use the specification for your course. Always use it. If you don't use it, you will be stuck, okay? The way to get a pass, a merit, or a distinction in any of your course, you have to use the specification. I cannot stress enough. If you're sitting there and you're wondering, why am I always getting a merit? That is because you're not using the specification. The specification is your holy grail. The specification has everything. It will tell you, if you want to get a pass in this assignment, you need to talk about this, that, and that, and that. If you want a merit in your assignment, you need to talk about this, that, and that, and that. And if you want a distinction, you need to write about this, add a table of this, and maybe explain what this is. It tells you everything. You know, if I was a teacher for a bit, I would literally say, look at the specification, look at the specification, look at the specification, because it has every single thing. So if you're a Btec student out there and you're struggling to be able to upgrade your merit to a distinction in your assignments, do not feel hopeless. Just look at the specification and then that's it. You're gonna literally get the distinction you need. For tip 5, another thing, do use reference websites. I highly suggest you guys use referencing in your any of your Btec assignments. Some of you may ask, what is a reference? What is referencing? I don't know what referencing is. So basically, just sit down, note, take a sip, and let me explain. So, referencing is basically a list or a tool that is implemented at the bottom of your coursework, at the bottom of your assignment. And that is basically it's basically like a list that tells you where you got your information from. So let's say you used Wikipedia, so it will basically in that list it will say Wikipedia, the title, and what date did you access that web page, and yeah, that's what it basically will say, and maybe the author. It's a very simple list. It's not really complicated. If you just type in referencing on Google, it will literally show you how a referencing looks like. You normally have it at the end of all of your assignments. The reason for it is because your teacher would know if you got this information from a reliable resource or you just got it from the top of your head. Normally when it comes to distinction, you should be using like reliable resources like a book or a website or anything like that. So because of that, because the teacher would obviously know, if you put a fact, the teacher would definitely know you didn't get that fact from the top of your head. You would have to write that statement, whatever you're writing, and at the bottom you would have to put the name of the author, the website or book. You have to put all of that down in that reference. So that's what basically a reference is. It's just so your teacher would know that, oh yeah, you got this information from a reliable resource and all that kind of stuff. When you're writing so many facts in your assignments and you have zero referencing, Max, maybe you could get is a merit. So depending on your teacher as well, but I remember my art teachers, they were like, you have to put a reference, you have to put your reference, or else you can't get a distinction, all that kind of stuff. So it depends on the teacher, but I do suggest that even if your teacher is not too fussed about you adding a reference, I do suggest maybe try to do referencing, because you will be using referencing a lot in university. Like, you cannot write an assignment without referencing. Like, that's basically a fail. Like, if you do an assignment and you put 0 referencing, you're just going to fail. I'm so sorry. That's how it is with uni.
You will end up in McDonald's.
So I highly suggest you do it now, so that when you go to university, it won't be much of a shock factor. It would be more like, okay, yeah, that's calm, that's all right. A link down below of a reference website that I've used during my Btec course is called MyBib. With that, all you have to do is just, let's say you used a Wikipedia website, all you have to do is copy that link and put it onto MyBib, and MyBib will automatically make it into a referencing. The most common reference that universities use is Harvard style referencing. However, there's many different styles of referencing. There is Chicago, there's APA, there's loads of different styles of referencing, but the most common one that many courses tend to use is Harvard style referencing. So on MyBib, you can change the type of referencing you would like, but yeah, you can try out any style and see which one you like, and just put that onto your assignment. So yeah, and after that, MyBib will give you a list. All you have to do is copy and paste that list and put it at the end of your assignment. That's it. That's all you have to do. So yeah, the last one is always ask for the word limit. Maybe your teachers always give you a word limit, but my teachers surely didn't. We always had to go up to them and ask them, what is the word limit? What is the word limit? The reason why I say this, you don't want to be the student that has been typing like 5,000 words in a coursework assignment, and only for you realizing that you didn't even need that many words for that assignment. That is the most annoying thing. But do always ask your teachers, like, oh, what is the word limit? What is the word limit? Because you don't want to it's good to overwork yourself, but it's also bad at the same time. You don't want to overly work yourself to the point where you're not concentrating on your other assignments or your other stuff. So do definitely ask, what is the word limit? So you then would know how much you would need to type. So this is just a general piece of advice. When you are starting your Btec course, you are going, like, if you're in college or if you're in college or in sixth form, you are going to be mixed with A-level students, and do not listen to people that are saying, why are you doing Btec for? Btec ain't good, Btec this, Btec that. Do not listen to them. At the end of the day, it is your journey, your course, your grades. Like, it's all about you. Like, for example, I've done A-level. A-level did not work for me. I hated A-level, and I was so happy that my school was just like, listen, bye, we don't want you. I was so happy. I was so grateful, because you know why? I went to a school that was way better than that school, and I went to a school that I'd done Btec courses, a Btec course that was so good. I enjoyed it so much. My old school that kicked me out was like, sorry, we want you back. And I was like, no, I don't want you to. I wouldn't want to come back to that school to do A-level again. No, I don't want to. So I and then I went to university, and now I graduated university and graduated with 2-1. So I highly suggest that just don't listen to them. Don't listen to what they have to say. At the end of the day, with both course, you can get a job, you can go to university, you can do an apprenticeship. It does not matter. Just because one person is doing 100% exam and the other person is doing exam and a bit of coursework, that doesn't mean that you're any less, okay? So do not allow people to make you feel like you're a less person because you're doing a Btec. No, you're not. No, you're not. In fact, you're a bit of an advantage. A lot of these skills that you get from Btec, you actually do use them when you go to university. I've been around students that was doing A-levels, and a lot of them would be like, I've never done this. Oh my God, what is a reference? Oh my God, what's group work? I've never done group work before. Don't make people make you feel any less. If you have gotten distinction stars, just make sure that is 3 A stars. That is 3 A stars. Do not allow people to tell you, oh well, that's nothing, it's not the same. Honey boo, it's the same. It's equivalent. That's what it says. It's equivalent. Btec is equivalent to A level. Do not listen to them, because at the end of the day you're gonna be in the same position as they are. So anyway guys, I really hope you liked this video. Sorry for it being such a long time since I came back to YouTube, you know, but I'm here and I finally released the video for you guys. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Come on, like and share and subscribe, you know, subscribe to my channel, you know, get me to 500 subscribers. But yeah, just like, share and subscribe this video. Tell me down in the comments below what other videos you would you like to see, and what Btec course are you doing? Like, what Btec course are you doing? I've been seeing on my other videos where people are saying they're doing Btec science, Btec sports, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of cool seeing different people doing different Btecs. So yeah, definitely comment below and follow me on my other socials, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat. Everything will be on the screen right here. And yeah, so anyway guys, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.